Frustrated over potholes? Now WhatsApp 7796667373 with pictures. And road contractors will repair, says PWD Minister, bowing to relentless public pressure. Union Minister says the concept of Swadesh Darshan schemes is to produce quick results in helping Goa tourism. Only government posts needed urgently in departments will be filled on priority basis. All MLAs, ministers to sit together once a month to ensure smooth functioning, decides Chief Minister who headed BJP meet. This is Susan Gomes, and now the news in detail. The government has put out a WhatsApp number 7796667373. The contractors who had constructed the roads and which were under warranty would be then instructed to repair them. The PWD Minister has requested public to click photographs of any potholes they find and send it to that number, and this would be redressed. Looks as if the government is finally taking into consideration the angst among people on the number of potholes on roads and taking the contractors to task. However, the minister clarified that they would not be buying any pothole filling machine but would be appointing an agency to maintain the roads.
779667373 हो WhatsApp नंबर आसा आणि हेजेर जे आता लोक उलयतात न्ही आता सध्या व्हायरल जाता हें जाता ते आमकां बरीच न्ही ते आनी आमचे ऑफिसर काम करता पूण तरी कोण म्हणटा आमकां काम करना पूण प्रॅक्टिकली आमी हे एक केला आनी आमचे आतां टार्गेट आसा सीएम सुद्दां म्हणटाले आतां मिटिंगेक त्याच विशय आहले ह्या म्हणजे पावस कमी जालो जाल्यार टोटल रोड जे आसा ते रिपेर आमी करतले आनी फुडल्या आतां नोव्हेंबराक आमचे ऑटोमिक्स प्लांट स्टार्ट जातले नोव्हेंबराक आतां काय स्टार्ट करूंक मेळना ते आतां ते घातले जाल्यार ते रोखडेच जातले नोव्हेंबराक आमचे बाकी स्टार्ट तेन्ना सगळे रोड जे आसा ते गोंयचे आमचे जे इस्टिमेट जाल्ले आसा फायली रेडी आसा फायनान्स अप्रुवल मेळ्ळे आसा त्या प्रमाणे सगळे रोड ऑटोमिक्स कार्पेट घालून बरे रोड दिवपाचे प्रयत्न करतले आमी ते सरकाराचे पयशे मशीन घेवपाक इन्वेस्ट करपा ना आमी एजन्सीक आमी एक आतां एक टेंडर फ्लोट केला पूण कोण कोट करता तेका दितले आतां आमकां व्हॉट्सअपार मेसेज आयली आमी रोखडे आमच्या ते वर्क डिव्हिजनाच्या ज्युनियर इंजिनियर असिस्टंट इंजिनियर एक्झिक्युटिव्ह इंजिनियर ही मेसेज धाडटले रोखडेच तांकां पावतली सगळ्या सर्क्युलेट जातली मेसेज रोखडेच सायड इन्स्पेक्शन जातलें आणि सायड इन्स्पेक्शन जातकीर समज हे रोड ते कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरान 2017-18-19 हितूर केल्ले तेंचे कडेन 3 वर्सांचो मेंटेनन्स आसा जाल्यार ते इमिडिएटली ते कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर हे करून दितले आरएमसीचो आमी कितें आरएमसी कितें हें केलां पावस समज ना न्ही 2-3 दीस जाल्यार आरएमसी सक्सेस जाता आनी तेजे वयल्यान मागीर तूं ऑटोमिक्स कार्पेट येतलेच न्ही कित्याक आरएमसी परमनंट काय ते घालून पॅच घालून सोडची ना आमी तेजे वयल्यान आरएमसी कॉन्क्रीट येतलेच आरएमसी कार्पेट येतलेच आनी तेजे सगळें क्लियर जातलें.
Our video journalist Irshad Sheikh from Panaji. Only government posts needed urgently in department will be filled on a priority basis. Ministers should sit for at least once a month long with MLAs to sort out issues and ensure smooth functioning of government. Proper importance should be given to the smooth functioning of all departments. These were some of the issues discussed by the Chief Minister Pramod Sawant, his ministers and MLAs on Thursday. Bharatiya Janata Party MLAs and ministers held a meeting on Thursday at the Chief Minister's official residence at Altino. The meeting was led by Chief Minister Pramod Sawant himself. The government has been beset of problems since its inception. Not the least among them are the problems cropping up in constituencies and that departments are not functioning very smoothly.
सगळे आपल्या एक कोटी बसपा जाय सगळ्यांक घेवन म्हणजे टोटल म्हणजे मिनिस्टर 12 मिनिस्टर ते जालेच ताचे भायर सगळे महामंडळाचे अध्यक्ष आसात तांकां घेवन सविस्तर घातली आनी डिपार्टमेंटा सगळे अधिकारी ताचे भायर जे रिक्रुटमेंट आसा ताचे म्हायती थोडी विशय जे आमी बील पास केल्ले आसा आनी तरी देखून जे फुडें मागीर कशें लागू जावपा जाय खंय गरजेची जे आसात जे काही नीड आसा की काही कडेन कशें ते घेवपा जाय कित्याक प्रोविजन काही कडेन 5-5 वर्सांचे केल्ले आसता ते 5 वर्सांचे जो स्ट्रेंथ आतांच घेवपाचो गरज ना आतां सद्याक कितें लागतलो तो आमी घेवपा जाय जेणे करून ते घेयनासतना रावपूय ना कित्याक डिपार्टमेंट बरें स्मूथ चलपा जाय म्हणजे अशें बऱ्यापैकी हें केल्लें आसा. प्रत्येकाक सांगलां की तुमी तुमच्या डिपार्टमेंटाचेर सविस्तर सखोल चवकशी करपाक जाय, म्हायती आसपाक जाय. खास करून ऑफिसर जे आसात, ऑफिसर म्हळ्यार सगळेच गव्हर्मेंट डिपार्टमेंटांनी म्हणजे सगळ्यांनी आपल्या डिपार्टमेंटाक लक्ष दवरपाक जाय की कशे पद्दतीन कार्य चल्लां. इन्स्पेक्शन करून धरून ते म्हणजे आख्खी एक डिपार्टमेंटा भितर प्रत्येकाचे एक वचक आसपाक जाय आनी सुरळीत सगळें काम जावपाक जाय. हें सगळें व्यवस्थीत. दुसरें प्रत्येक मतदारसंघाच्यो अडचणी आसतात, त्यो अडचणी त्यो सॉल्व करपा खातीर एकठांय बसपाक जाय. म्हत्वाची एक सांगलें आसा की दर म्हयन्याच्या तिसरी बुधवाराक, प्रत्येक म्हयन्याच्या तिसरी बुधवाराक सगळ्या आमदारांनी म्हणजे मिनिस्टर आमदार आमी सगळ्यांक टायम डायरेक्टली मेळपाक जाय. एटलिस्ट म्हयन्याक एक फावटी. पूण आमी ट्राय करतले 2 फावटी आमी ट्राय करतलो 15 दिसांनी. पूण कन्फर्म सारकें तिसरी बुधवाराक.
Our video journalist Irshad Sheikh from Panaji. Union Minister of State for Tourism and Culture Prahlad Singh Patel said the whole concept of Swadesh Darshan schemes is to give more say to local government as this can produce quick results. Prahlad was speaking at the inauguration and foundation laying ceremony for the works of Swadesh Darshan schemes at Institute Menezes Braganza. Under this scheme, the government has taken up 3 projects, namely in Kandulam, Murjim and Anjuna.
कि जब भी हम कहीं जाते हैं तो हमें दोनों बातों का अंदाजा पड़ता है. समस्या क्या है, उसका समाधान क्या है. हमें इस बात का भी अंदाजा पड़ता है कि जैसे एक पर्यटक जाता है, मैं मिनिस्टर के नाते आया हूं तो कोई मेरा रोल नहीं बदल जाएगा. मैं भी एक पर्यटक के नाते विचार करूंगा कि वास्तव में यहाँ की संस्कृति क्या है, यहाँ का इतिहास क्या है, यहाँ की बायोडाइवर्सिटी क्या है, यहाँ की बाकी सुविधाओं के बीच में कहीं कोई टकराहट और गैप तो नहीं है. सरकार ने जब स्वदेश दर्शन योजना का कॉन्सेप्ट दिया था देश को, उसके पीछे सिर्फ और सिर्फ कारण यही था कि आप अपने रिक्त स्थानों को भरिए. अगर किसी स्थान पर पहुंच मार्ग नहीं है तो सड़क प्रायोरिटी में बनाइए. अगर सड़क है और जन सुविधाएं नहीं है तो फिर आप उसको बनाइए. मुझे लगता है कि ये कमी दिल्ली में बैठकर नहीं देखी जा सकती, या हमारे खिलाफ कोई षड्यंत्र रहा हो, हमारे बारे में धारणा बिगाड़ी गई, ये बात हमें स्वीकार करना पड़ेगा.
Mining industry बंद पडल्या उपरांत it is only the tourism industry in the state of Goa which is surviving. It is if directly revenue जरी state government आयलो ना, indirect revenue in all other from the stakeholders and all other communities, the revenue is coming to the state. But ताज्या पेक्षा खूब व्हड म्हणटा की ही इंडस्ट्री डे बाय डे जी आसा ही ग्रो जावपाक जाय. And it depends not only on the government, but it depends on the stakeholders, especially on the stakeholders. The government can provide the infrastructure, whatever required, and ही industry अजूनही फ्लो करतले आसत जाल्यार आमी सगळ्यांनी एक जावन काम करपाची गरज आसा. त्याच बरोबर माननीय मंत्र्यांनी अजूनही एक जे सांगले, आयजूय आमी पळयता, आयज गोंयांत अजूनही बी म्हणजे टुरिस्टाच्या बाबतींत आमी पळयता की सर्वीस दिताना आनी हे पळयत जाल्यार तितूनय बी परत more than 50% are the outsiders. आमच्या टुरिस्टीक गायड आसत, टुरिस्टीक सर्विसीन आसत, पण हे चडांत चड जेन्ना गोंयकार येतले तेन्नाच आमी इंडस्ट्री आनीक ग्रो करपाक शकतले. हांव कित्याक म्हणटा तर जेन्ना भायल्या लोकांचेर कितले आमी डिपेंड रावतले, कारण ताजेर आमी कंट्रोल दवरपाक शकना. त्या खातीर गोंयकारांनी ही इंडस्ट्री हातांत घेवपाक जाय. आयज पर्यंत कितल्योश्योच इंडस्ट्री ह्यो आमच्या हातांतल्यान गेल्ल्यो आसा आनी ताका लागून ताजे दुश्परिणामूय बी प्रत्येक फावटी आमी भोगलेले आसा.
Our video journalist Yeshwant Parab in Panaji. The court has thrown out the application filed before it that an FIR be registered against unknown persons for using formalin in fish. However, the complainant says that he would file a revision petition in the appropriate court on the issue. The much discussed formalin issue has been regularly hitting the headlines. However, this application by advocate Rajiv Gomes on the issue has now been thrown out. Now Gomes says that he will take the issue forward and approach the Sessions Court.
Today, learned JMFC Margaon pronounced a order in much spoken, much debated formalin matter. A complaint was lodged by Advocate Raju Gomes to register the FIR against unknown transporters of fish from the Orissa and other states with allegations that a formalin was laced on the fish, but yet not named or specified the names of the said culprits in the complaint. No registration numbers of the vehicles were given. No FIR was registered by the Fatorda police. Accordingly, approached to the court of the JMFC to direct the Fatorda police to register the complaint in the present case and to probe the matter thoroughly. This application is today rejected by the learned JMFC Margao, holding that no cognizable case is made out by the applicant.
It is not totally unexpected. I say so because, see, the FDA right from the very beginning have said that what was found was within permissible limit. So I really don't know, but the court must have relied upon the statement of the FDA because the FDA is the authority who decides about these things. For me, the battle is not yet over. I'm supposed to file a revision against this order before the Sessions Court. Let us see when the result comes, because I still personally feel, and the people of Goa also know, that this formalin was actually found, it was genuinely found, and it is poisonous, and it is a health hazard to the life of the Goan people.
Our reporter Sandeep Tuekar from Margao. We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Tourists roaming around on rent-a-bikes and rent-a-car is a common sight, but there have been some complaints that the tourists are being overcharged and that many a times tourists on self-riding bikes and cars are becoming a nuisance on the roads. The government is keeping a watch on this, assures the Transport Minister Movin Gudino.
The Transport Minister says that though it is a collective responsibility of all, but the department is keen in keeping a watch and moves on what to keep a check and balance as respect of tourist-related transport.
We are only the licensing authority, but it is, as I said, a collective responsibility both of tourism department, of transport department, as well as the traffic police, which is the home department. It is everybody's collective responsibility. I want to mention here that as far as rent a bike is concerned or rent a car is concerned, I kept issuing of new licenses totally on hold because it has grown far beyond the necessary number of cars. Then we will be killing the other taxi business. It has to be a healthy balance and a healthy growth. Now, who are 18,000 rent a bike under rent a bike, they are available. 18,000 bikes. What does it show? People are finding the taxi fare so high that you find tourists just taking a bike and roaming without following sometimes any traffic rule, because you don't know which side to go and which is one way, which is like a death trap sometimes on the road. We are going to curtail this rent-a-cab and not have too many of them. And I think with Goa miles ultimately building up in the long run, people will be using less of this mode of transport. Though it looks good to go on a bike, but in a foreign place where you don't know the roads, you don't know the signals, you don't know the turnings, you don't know which road leads where, which is one way, which is for taking a turn, I think it acts as accident prone situation. So we can't allow this situation to grow any further. So that's why we are in the process of having a very healthy balance in terms of the number of vehicles, in terms of types of taxis, number of bikes on the roads, and we are taking a call on that.
Movin also spoke on the taxi issue and the recent strike over Goa Miles app watch.
Government does not have any personal interest in Goa Miles or, for that matter, any taxi operator. We want the best for the tourist that comes here. When you overprice, then you have all the pitfalls. If you look at the number of tourists coming to Goa, it is on the decline. People are going to other destinations. And when I talk of other destinations, they are going because things are much cheaper elsewhere. You should not kill the goose which lays the golden egg. Therefore, I think the taxi operators, whether it was black and yellow, whether it is tourist or whether it is rent a cab, I think ultimately all fell in line and they cooperated with the government. On the word of Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, they called off their strike. And we welcome the decision on their part to call off the strike. Seeing that it is succeeding and nothing succeeds like success, I expect it to be a further success in the taxi business in due course of time. So there is no setback of any sort. And as far as tourism is concerned, it augurs very well for the future because at least the taxi problem is sorted out. Now, there are various issues which we look at. Like for example, there never was Kadamba bus service going in and out of the airport. For the first time, you even have a bus service. Now with the electrical buses coming, newer buses coming, we will put the best buses available for trips from the airport. So customer has a choice.
Our chief reporter Glenn Costa with video journalist Amar Chavaria in Panaji.
Aam Aadmi Party has demanded that Goa-based pharmaceutical company that has set up swimming academies in Delhi, Mumbai and Bengaluru be roped in to set up a swimming academy in Goa.
Ever since Goa swimming coach Surajit Ganguly was sacked for allegedly molesting a young swimmer, around 60 swimmers in the state are left in ranch. AAP said that they cannot train in the absence of a coach. AAP said that Digambar Kamath is who the president of the Goa Swimming Association and the Swimming Federation of India was instrumental in getting Glen Pharmaceutical sponsor Swimming Association of India, and he should ask Glen Marks to set up a swimming academy in Goa.
दोनांचो प्रेसिडेंट तो दिगंबर कामत पण त्यांनी कितें केलें ग्लेनमार्क फार्मास्युटिकल्स ही व्हडली कंपनी मिस्टर ग्लेन इज द ओनर ऑफ दॅट ग्लेनमार्क कंपनी ही इज इन गोवन ओरिजीन ह्या दिगंबर कामतीन कितें केलें ताका हें करून ऑफिशियल स्पॉन्सर ऑफ स्विमींग एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया आयज हो ग्लेनमार्क इज ऑफिशियल स्पॉन्सर ऑफ स्विमींग एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया आनी हे ग्लेनमार्कान दिल्लीन बॉम्बे आणि बेंगलोराक अकॅडमीज उगडल्या टॉप लेवल अकॅडमीज पण आयज ही अकॅडमी गोंयांत ना कित्याक वाय दिगंबर कामत हॅज नॉट एबल टू ब्रिंग ग्लेनमार्क इन गोवा इफ दे आर नॉट कमिंग फोर्स देम टू कम बिकॉज तेंचे मेजर रेवन्यू जो आसा ग्लेनमार्काचो तो गोंयांत आसा दे ऑलरेडी हॅव 2 फॅक्टरीज इन गोवा आमी आयज रिक्वेस्ट करता चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ गोवा नॉट बाबू आजगांवकर स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ गोवा की ताका खबर ना ताका आमी रिक्वेस्ट करता फोन मार ग्लेनमार्काक आनी सांग ताका सेट स्विमींग अकॅडमी इन गोवा and train these 60 students of us who are sitting at home now without coach.
Our video journalist Amar Chavaria in Panaji.
A crossroad on the Anjuna Kalangut Mapsa road has no retaining wall. This has led to a large number of accidents. Locals say that this is happening for the past 9 months and nobody even took any steps to stop it. Locals say that after it was aired on Goa 365, work to sort it out had started almost immediately and completed. Watch the details.
Thanks to 365 त्या दिसा तेंच्यांनी हे जे हांगासर एस्केवेट करून दवरलेले ते तेंच्यांनी हायलायट केलें आनी तिसरे दिसात येवन तेंच्यांनी हे हांगासर बांदकाम केलें आनी आज चवथीच्या हेका खंय तरी खुबशे एक्सिडेंट जातले आसले ते खंय तरी वाटयले त्या बद्दल हांव तेंचे मनपूर्वक आभार मानता. आतां एक उरला तो एक लायटीचो केबल तो जो ओपन आसा तो म्हाका दिसता बेगीनच्या बेगीन कवर करचो आनी कितें तरी वायट घडच्या पयलीं ताका तेंच्यांनी एक बरें हें दिवचें.
Our video journalist Sandeep Kamulkar. We shall slip into a short break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. It's time to start practicing and getting ready for the upcoming national games that will be hosted in Goa next year. This was what the Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant said on Wednesday at Shyam Prasad Stadium. He said that Goa has the potential to win medals this time and that as the host, it's our duty to make Goa proud at the event.
The Chief Minister was speaking during the first All Goa Kabaddi Police Cup at Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Indoor Stadium in Bambolim on Wednesday evening. The finals were held between the Goa Police team, which was defeated by 7-star boys Walpoi by 41-48. Also present were Sports Minister Babu Asgaonkar, Sports Director and other dignitaries.
प्रत्येक जर खेळात पळयत जाल्यार सगळीकडे राजकारणाची बजबजपुरी जाल्ली आसा. ही चढावड कित्याक म्हाका कळना. जो एक्चुअल खेळटा तो थंय नात, जो कोण खेळना ताका पोजिशन जाय. आतां ते GCAचें इलेक्शन लागलां थंयसरूय तेच आसा. प्रत्येक म्हणजे एसोसिएशन हे ते सगळ्याक त्या खातीर राजकारण सायडीक दवरून जे कोण एक्चुअल खेळटा जे कोण तितूर आसा तांच्यांनी तो खेळ फुडें हाडपाक जर प्रयत्न केलो जाल्यार तुमच्या सारके जे भुरगे खेळटा ते एक्चुअलीच खरोखरूच फुडें पावतलो आनी ते जावपाची अत्यंत गरज आसा. नॅशनल गेम जावपाच्यो फायनल डिसिजन जे आसा हे ऑलरेडी जाल्ले आसा आनी ताच्या खातीर आमचे कडेन 1 वर्स आसा. एका वर्साक गोंयच्या सगळ्या म्हणजे म्हाका 37 गेम्स जो आसा ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी गोंयांतल्या सगळ्या भुरग्यांक आसा. ह्या निमित्यान आपली टीम, आपलो खेळ, आपली प्रॅक्टीस ही तयार करपाची. मागीर कोणीच म्हणचें न्ही आमकां टायम मेळना, आमकां कोणी सांगलें ना. म्हाका दिसता ह्या माध्यमांतल्यान 37 ज्यो खेळ आसा त्या सगळ्या खेळांनी गोंयांतल्या सगळ्या भुरग्यांनी पार्टिसिपेट जावचें. दीस इज द फर्स्ट टायम ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी फॉर द गोवन प्लेयर्स.
ही कबड्डी म्हणटी देश न्ही विदेशांत पावली आसा आनी नॅशनल हेजेर इंटरनॅशनल लेवलाचेर आनी व्हडले व्हडले स्पॉन्सर मेळ्ळेले आसा. बरे बरे हिरो आनी हे तुगेले आसता गेमीक घेवपाक लागले आसतात, प्लेयरांक घेवपाक लागले आसतात. म्हणजे कबड्डी भितर पयसो खूब मेळपाक लागलो आसा. सिप आतां म्हटली 2 नंबर प्लेयर जो आज मुखार सरता ताणें टॅलंट घेवन फुडें वयचें. आमचो गोंयचो एक प्लेयर नॅशनल आनी इंटरनॅशनलान पावचो अशें देवा कडेन मागता.
Our video journalist Shamchari in Panaji.
We performed very well in the last 2 seasons, but it would be difficult to improve this season. And I am very happy with this team and with the level of the Indian players, says Sergio Lobero at his interaction at the first day of practice of the FC Goa team at Bambolim. Last year was a heartbreaker for FC Goa. They literally lost the finals to FC Bengaluru in the third last minute. This time the team has 6 foreign players compared to 7 in most other teams. But the coach says that his other players are up to the task. Watch him.
Next season is very difficult, very competitive teams, very good players. And the same situation for us is the same situation for 10 teams. And the last 2 seasons, I think the club achieved very good successes to play the semi-final, to play the final, and lost the final when only 3 minutes to end the match. Honestly, I think it's very difficult because for us it's a very good challenge, and I am excited if it's possible, to improve the last season. But it's very easy for me to speak with the media, with the fans. We can to improve the last season. I think it's not honest for my part tell this now. It's very important as a coach to keep the squad the last season, because they know my style, my idea, my different things. As a coach is good, no? But for example, it's difficult to retain the players the level of Coro and the other players the highest level, because all teams want these players, no? And the budget for us is different for the other teams, no? I understand the idea. I think it's very important, the opportunity for Indian players. I think when you have only 6 foreign players and not 7, it's possible 7, but the club and decided 6. I understand, because it's the most opportunities for Indian players. Because as a coach, if other teams have 7 foreign players, they have more opportunities on the match, in different situations, in suspensions, in injured players. I am very happy with the level Indian players. I think this is the most important thing in ISL. When you have very good Indian players, you have 6 players in the first 11 on the ground. But for me, I am happy with the team. With the difficult, the other teams to improve a lot comparative the last season.
Our video journalist Shamchari from Bambolim. With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log into our website www.goa365.tv. Follow us on Facebook Goa365 TV and subscribe our YouTube channel Goa365 TV, or download our app on both Android and iPhones to watch it on your mobile. Keep watching Goa365.